I wasn't expecting to take any small, potentially steals of Swedish forwards towards the end of the draft. But that's exactly what we did here. We have ourselves with the last pick of the Vancouver Canucks this draft, and the third last pick of the draft overall, Arvid Costmar, 215th overall. This was initially San Jose's pick, but we traded down in that Francis Perron deal, and we get ourselves this young Swedish forward. Arvid Costmar is a 2001 July-born, 5'11", 181-pound center, who played most recently for the Linkopang in the Superelite. And he played for the Junior 20 team in the Superelite. He had 44 games played and 38 points. And he had 5 points in 6 playoff games for the Linkopang's Junior 20 team in that same league. He was so good, in fact, that he was actually promoted to the Linkopang's full-time club in the SHL, where he suited up for 4 games. Looking at the league and looking at the Superelite, it's actually kind of weird seeing who's ahead of Costmar on the point sheets, who he has higher points per game than, and all that stuff. Taking a look at U18 points, you got the guys like Raymond, Holtz, and Gunler at the top. Costmar is actually 9th in this section. Above him is Max Wahlgren, who was undrafted by the way, but he had the same amount of points in 2 less games than Costmar. Underneath Costmar in much less games played is Albin Goreva. Going over into the points per game, Costmar is over here at 14th in terms of U18 players. So out of the guys that got drafted, he's certainly at the lowest stage in terms of points for super elite talent. Because that's pretty much all he is, a super elite guy. He didn't play in the Allsvenskan, he went straight up into the SHL because of that Linkopang connection. So overall, Costmar is a guy who does have quite a bit of potential going into next season. The scouting reports talk about how Costmar always keeps his feet moving and works hard to try and help his team generate offense. His defensive game is mostly cutting off passing lanes and picking up loose pucks, which he does effectively. Going over into Canucks Army, they wrote a little bit of a piece about Costmar a month ago, talking about how he is an under-the-radar prospect, a guy who is a skilled forward whose best attribute is his vision in the offensive zone. A guy who has a knack for finding open areas, opening up the ice for himself and his teammates. Take a look at this quote over here from Draft Prospects Hockey. Center Arvid Costmar led Sweden in scoring and had the best performance in the U18 Five Nations tournament among Swedish forwards. He was the driving force behind Sweden's offense all tournament. He played the game at a solid pace and has a knack for getting himself open in prime scoring spots. When he gets passes in a scoring position, he wastes no time. When he shoots, he gets really low and hammers a low one-time snapshot. He posted 7 points, including 4 goals. So basically what we're getting here is a potentially offensive dynamo in Arvid Costmar. And as a guy taken with literally the third last pick in the draft, I think it's a pretty good pick. You swing for the fences with picks like these, and that's exactly what we did with this player. If this is a Thomas Gradin pick for the Vancouver Canucks, then I trust it. I trust it quite a lot. I trust for the Swedish guys that we have, Pettersson and Hoglander, and I really don't trust Carl Gunnarsson. That was not a good pick pretty much at all. But this one looks like he could be something. Either an AHL guy or a potential low-key offensive threat in the NHL one day. It's unlikely, but it's a 7th round pick. You're not supposed to get NHL players out of these, and overall, if we do get some action, I'd like it a lot. Hope you enjoyed this video. Social/9, and bye.